Gary, listen, we've got 3 relegation teams in the next 3 games. We've got Blackburn home, Bolton away, and the Villa away as well. Then it's London Derby to finish off. Tottenham have got to somehow finish with a smile, Gary, because the season has been good and it's now just flittering away.
That's right, Alan. I think overall it's been a very satisfying season. I think we were outstanding in the early part of the season, playing some great football. But you know what it's like, Alan. Every season has its highs and its lows, and I think the game at the Emirates, when we just come into that game off a 5-0 victory over Newcastle, we were playing some great football. We were 2-0 up at the Emirates, and then obviously Arsenal came back, and I think that hit confidence at that stage. But it's the same players in the same squad, and we just feel that we've got to be very, very strong going into these last 4 games. It'd be great to go into these last 4 games on the back of some good results, but they're going to be tough games. But at the start of the season, Alan, we said that our aim this year was to get back into the top 4, and we thought it would be a huge ask to get back in the top 4. If we were told at the start of the season we're going into the last 4 games against Blackburn, Bolton, Villa and Fulham, and we are in a chance fighting with Newcastle and Chelsea for a Champions League place, looking at all the fixtures, I think we'd be delighted going into these last 4 games.
The guys who got you there, mainly for me, that's of Modric, Bale and Van der Vaart. I think those 3, they've got to step up now. I think, well, they had an average game for themselves at the weekend, but these guys are top-class performers, Gary, and I mean, those 3, Modric especially, they've got to step up now.
I think most of the squad have got to step up, to be honest, Ronnie. I think that going into these last 4 games, we have to be mentally strong. Looking at the game at QPR, I think when we conceded the goal, I think you could visibly see some heads dropping. I think it's a matter now for the last 4 games. It's still a very upbeat atmosphere at the club. It's there are 4 big games to go into, but these are 4 winnable games for us.
Yeah.
And we believe that we've got the quality in the side. They know what they can do, and I think the focus is on these last 4 games now, and really it's the most important 4 games of our season.
Gary, it's hard. I've got a lot of people saying to me, well, this all started with speculation about Harry. England, the FA have cocked us up. We were going great guns, and the uncertainty. Yeah, you can go back to the United game. You can go back to the Everton game when Tottenham played well and should have got more out of them. But the stats show, Gary, that since all the speculation started, we've gone downhill a bit. And that's, for me, it's a great shame for Spurs.
Yes, I think all the media attention has been on the fact that it all seemed to change after Capello resigned and Harry was named as the favourite to take over the England position. But to be honest, Alan, this season, Harry was missing from the club for 3 weeks when he had his heart operation. He was missing for another 3 weeks when he had his court case. And really, the coaching staff that he's got behind him, things weren't really affected at the club during that time. And you know what it's like, players don't really give a hoot who the manager is, and I don't think it's had a major influence. Harry is still as focused now as he was at the start of the season on getting us back into the top 4. So yes, we've had a very good season, but we need to finish the season strongly. Last night you saw I was at the PFA Player of the Year Awards. Carl Walker got the Young Player of the Year. In the Premiership team there was Scott Parker, Gareth Bale, Carl Walker. So I think that reflects on the season we've had, with the players obviously voting for those in the top team.
Sure.
So
positive.
It's very positive. I think you've got to take all those things into these last 4 games. As I say, there's a lot of focus now at the club on these games, and it's vitally important that we go into the game on Sunday against Blackburn and we get maximum points.
Gary, just a quickie. Monday night now, an absolute gem of a game. Manchester City, Manchester United. Who's going to be champions, Gary, in your mind?
Well, I still feel that Manchester United can pull it out of the hat. They've done it so many times. I think it was a disappointing result for them yesterday, but I still feel that there's plenty of twists and turns to come.